That glowing, perfectly crisp digital menu board at your local coffee shop?
Yeah, the one you just kind of stare at while waiting for your latte.
Exactly. You probably assume it is just like a standard TV playing a video loop.
Mhm.
But today we are doing a deep dive into a product spec sheet from HDTVSupply for this $420 hidden device called the BrightSign LS445.
Right, because we want to unpack the invisible infrastructure powering those screens. Our mission is to really figure out why businesses spend hundreds of dollars on a specialized box instead of just, plugging a cheap thumb drive into a smart TV.
And looking at the specs, I mean, this thing is tiny. It is about 126 by 141 millimeters and less than 20 millimeters thick.
Yeah, it is incredibly thin.
You could easily hide it behind any display. I kind of think of it like a digital ninja. It is, completely hidden, but flawlessly executes heavy-duty 4K video loops at 60 frames per second.
A digital ninja, I like that.
Right, because a consumer smart TV is more like a Swiss Army knife. It does a little bit of everything, but this BrightSign player just relentlessly does one job. So why do businesses buy this instead of like a Roku or something?
Well, it really comes down to format versatility. I mean, a
Mm.
cheap thumb drive or a smart TV will eventually choke when you feed it massive files all day long. The LS445 handles heavy compression, like H.265 video codecs, just effortlessly.
Which basically means it processes ultra-high definition video without needing massive amounts of data bandwidth, right?
Exactly. And it supports WebGL too.
Great, WebGL, like for 3D.
Yeah, so instead of just playing a flat video file, WebGL lets the device render 3D interactive graphics in real time.
Oh, wow. So it is actively computing those 3D visuals on the fly, not just hitting play on a basic MP4.
Precisely. But the real secret weapon here is the BrightSign OS. It is a proprietary operating system built specifically for this exact purpose.
So no annoying restarting pop-ups covering the menu.
Exactly, none of that bloatware. It isolates the video loop from network tasks.
Oh.
Even if the internet drops, the video keeps playing flawlessly from its local cache. It is literally designed so the screen never goes black.
Okay, so the software is built like a fortress, but, a tripped wire will also make a screen go black. How does the physical hardware hold up?
Oh, it is built for the grind. For example, it has a locking power connector.
Oh, to survive a stray foot accidentally kicking the plug.
You got it. And a protected, toolless cover for the micro SD slot. Plus, it has a highly adaptable USB-C port that supports single-touch screen experiences.
And adapters for things like GPIO or serial connections, right?
Yes, exactly.
Let us break that down for a second. GPIO stands for General Purpose Input-Output. So in plain English, this box can take physical triggers in, like a customer pushing a physical button on a museum kiosk to change the video.
That physical input capability is huge. It really bridges the digital content with the real world.
Okay, I love the physical integration, but here's where I have to push back a little bit. The default network connection on this $420 device is a hardwired Ethernet port.
Yes, a 10100 base Ethernet port.
Right, and if you want Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, you have to buy an entirely separate optional module, the WD-105. Isn't it, I don't know, incredibly outdated to default to cables instead of wireless for a modern 4K device?
I mean, it seems counterintuitive at first, but picture a crowded sports bar or a busy airport terminal.
Oh, right, the public Wi-Fi in those spaces is just a total nightmare.
Exactly. It is congested and unpredictable. By forcing a hardwired connection, the device maintains a perfectly stable link to its free control cloud and the user's content management system.
So it is essentially a dedicated pipeline, totally immune to the chaos of a public network.
You definitely do not want your digital menu freezing just because a tour bus arrived and 50 phones automatically tried to connect to the Wi-Fi.
That makes a lot of sense. You need a guaranteed path for your data when uptime is literally the only metric that matters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for that $420, businesses are buying that commercial-grade reliability.
And peace of mind. I saw they even offer an option to upgrade the standard 1-year warranty to 3 years for just an extra $50.
Which really tells you they expect these things to take a beating and survive.
Definitely. We are just surrounded by this entire unseen infrastructure designed to run smoothly without us ever noticing the hardware.
It is pretty wild when you stop and think about it.
It really is. So next time you tap a digital kiosk or find yourself staring at a perfectly looping 4K menu board, look at that narrow gap right behind the screen. And ask yourself, what other tiny specialized computers are secretly running the physical world around you while you are just waiting for your coffee?